Welcome back to Jersey Matters. Dawn Stensland Mendte. Mosquito season has officially begun, which brings us to a leading national expert from New Jersey who says it's important to remember the relationship between mosquitoes and the viruses they carry and how they continue to shape our society. Mosquitoes and the diseases they can carry, like West Nile, malaria, dengue, and Zika virus, are not a modern problem. Monmouth University professor Dr. Richard Veidt has researched the yellow fever epidemic of 1793 that struck the East Coast.
So over the last few years, the Zika virus has been in the news, and travelers coming home from the Caribbean and other warm places where that virus is endemic have brought the disease back. And then their big question, should they be quarantined, how to treat them? Well, Philadelphia Lazaretto relates to similar concerns, except the disease then was yellow fever carried by the same sorts of mosquitoes.
Dr. Veidt is a historical archaeologist who's sharing his research on this Lazaretto, North America's first immigration checkpoint and quarantine hospital accepting people from Europe. They opened in 1799, nearly 100 years before Ellis Island.
Ellis Island is late 19th, early 20th century. This is a century earlier, but it shows the same sorts of concerns. As new waves, new groups of immigrants are coming to the United States, how do we protect everyone's health?
The 10-acre Lazaretto is the oldest surviving quarantine station in our nation. Built on the banks of the Delaware River after the epidemic killed 5,000 people.
It's sort of a hospital. It's a place where you're not necessarily a voluntary person staying there voluntarily, right? You're told you're going to be staying there until you recover. And those artifacts speak powerfully to the stories of the people who once lived there.
Dr. Veidt, whose 8 books include Digging New Jersey's Past, presented his work to the public along with the nonprofit Delaware River Greenway Partnership. As an educator, author, and TED speaker, Dr. Veidt hopes we can all learn important lessons from our history.
So I think by looking at places like the Lazaretto, which are related to issues about immigration, issues of public health, we can start thinking about how do we address these issues today? How does society address them? And having that sort of long view, we can see successes in the past and we can also see challenges. And maybe through those successes and challenges, we can come up with better ways to deal with the same issues today.
Experts say the only good thing about this cooler spring that's slower to start is that it's, for now, keeping the mosquito population down. Reporting for Jersey Matters, Dawn Stensland Mendte. Up next, Larry's commentary.